We have 4 final leaks for episode 8, with the last leak telling us the most about the episode, which started with leaked audio from Jax in episode 8. Only this wasn't just any old leaked audio, it ended up being so important that it revealed an entire early scene from episode 8 early. So what was this early audio scene in the first place? Well, Digital Circus fans were able to dig up a now deleted post from Jax's Spanish dub voice actor that depicted a scene of Jax crying and coughing. I repeat, Jax's Spanish voice actor posted a clip of Jax crying and coughing. OMG, we win. Only there were also a few extra details linked to this clip that revealed even more about what we should be expecting for episode 8 before its release. For starters, the fact that the original post from Jax's Spanish voice actor was also given to us with a caption that had a frog and a bunny, clearly referencing some sort of scene with Ribbit and Jax that also went along with the idea of Kaufmo additionally being involved, as there was also a depiction of a clown grouped together with the frog and bunny, bringing up the idea for Jax crying potentially being linked to either Ribbit or Kaufmo, as there's no real way to know for sure yet. Only we were given more information about what to expect for this upcoming episode 8 scene that actually had the potential to be bad news for Jax. You see, on top of the fact that Jax crying clearly stood out from the previously mentioned clip, Digital Circus fans were also able to notice the fact that there were water sounds as well. The water sounds possibly mean he's in the cellar because it has water on the ground, right? Referencing the fact that the sort of background ambiance in this clip of Jax crying perfectly matches together with the background we've already seen in previous episodes. But how do we know for sure that Jax is going to end up in the cellar in episode 8? Well, on top of the fact that abstracted characters from this same exact cellar have already been confirmed as a big episode 8 theme based on the recent trailer that was released, we know it was also confirmed that there were going to be some huge moments for Jax's character in future episodes based on what we were told by the show's creator herself, Gooseworks. She ended up telling Jax's English voice actor that your performance makes this character work so well, I can't wait until everyone gets to hear how much you do good in the rest of the show, because dang, your best moments haven't even happened yet, alluding to the fact that we know definitively that something big is meant to be happening to Jax in these final remaining episodes, something that was teased even further with our second early leak that ended up being connected to the first one. On top of posting the new audio clip, Jax's Spanish voice actor additionally ended up alluding to some huge problems that are going to pop up in episode 8 as well. You see, after Digital Circus fans started discussing the idea of there being very dark, serious events taking place in episode 8, the voice actor essentially responded by hearting the messages. A subtle clue that we're likely to see these dark, serious events take place after all. Only, what exactly were these specific events meant to be in the first place? Well, it turns out we were given a lot more details about the situation than you might think, which started with the following behind the scenes post that revealed an alleged post-production clip of the Digital Circus's next episode that depicted Kaufmo and Jax, with Jax hunched over on the ground watching in horror as one of his best friends in the circus, Kaufmo, abstracts. But what the heck is even going on here, and how do we know for sure that this leak is legit? Well, for starters, we know this same sort of concept of Kaufmo returning to the Digital Circus was already teased in the official episode 8 trailer that was recently dropped. You see, there was a specific scene throughout the early clip that showed us Jax holding a hot chocolate mug. Only this wasn't just any hot chocolate mug, it was the same exact mug that was shown to us in episode 7 in a picture hung up on Jax's wall, one of his early memories with his best friends, Ribbit and Kaufmo, meaning the return of this mug shown to us in episode 8's trailer most likely reveals that Ribbit and Kaufmo are meant to return to the circus. We saw this idea of abstracted characters returning already confirmed by Queenie, Kenra's abstracted wife, and her appearance in the trailer, which told us it's likely she won't be the only abstracted character who ends up returning. But again, how do we know for sure that the evidence supports this abstracted character leak actually being legit. Well, in terms of the leaks that have come out in the past, we've seen how this sort of behind the scenes screen look is exactly what we saw before the release of episode 7, only these leaks ended up being legit. These fish shown to us in the earlier planning stage of the show ended up actually making an appearance days later in the real episode, meaning the specific way this new alleged leak was given to us could end up being more credible than we initially thought. Only our third leak was a lot more revealing, as it told us even more about what to be expecting for episode 8. It all started with this first post captioned, "They gave the title guys help," referring to the title of the actual episode that was said to have been revealed by Glitch themselves, as this post showed us an early listing of the episode with a picture of a sad, defeated looking Kane that went along with the title, "The Love Without a Heart," only there ended up being more to the story here, as it was shown how this earlier title listing ended up being changed slightly after this. They realized the R was missing and added it, showing the new title as "The Lover Without a Heart," which we were told came from an IMDb source known for listing both movies and shows before their projected releases. But what would this potential title tell us about episode 8's story in the first place? Well, for starters, we've already seen how episode 8's trailer set up the episode to be focused around Kane. The fact that Kane has been getting crazier and crazier with his adventure-making process to the point of even bringing back abstracted characters. Something we were even given a potential sort of sneak peek into with this other new image set to be an early episode 8 leak. One that depicts Jax talking to Ribbit in the snowy winter biome that was foreshadowed to us earlier on in episode 7. In Kane's office, we saw this same sort of background landscape shown in a snow globe, only the specific scene showing this snow globe was also confirmed to depict Ribbit talking in the background of it. A strange Easter egg that showed that there was definitely more to the story here involving this snowy biome that we still needed answers to. And while we weren't given a clear indication whether this other image was confirmed to be legit or not, our final early leak was a different story. You see, along with our more questionable scene image we were given, there have recently been talks about more legitimate files for the episode already being released by Glitch themselves. We were told specifically how they have the files already uploaded on the platform, allowing the possibility for people to look for specific screenshots of the chapters of the new episode if they know how to look, which was used as the sole explanation for some of the previously spread leaks detailing what were said to be legitimate scenes of the episode. Only there ended up being one scene in particular that stood out from the rest. One that ended up revealing a lot towards what we should really be looking out for the next upcoming episode. And I'm able to put together everything we're told about this scene for you early into this video right here. So for everything we know about the next episode of the amazing digital circus, make sure to check it out.